How's it going, everybody? So today I'm super excited because I'm telling you, this is the best coffee that I've had in at least a year. And I've tried a bunch of different coffee roasters and it has been a wild journey, but this is the first bag of coffee that my wife has asked, hey, can we please keep buying this? Like, you can keep buying other stuff for like different roasters, but can we keep revisiting this and have it on retainer? It is the best coffee that we've had in a while. It's absolutely fantastic. The name of this roaster is Dragonfly Coffee Roasters. And these guys have been around since I think 2011, 2012, something like that. But man, they've got a coffee that just tastes absolutely fantastic. We purchased from them the Ethiopia Yirgacheffe, which is one of my favorite regions. I love Ethiopia. And Yirgacheffe, they actually used to have it as a single origin option for espresso in one of my favorite coffee shops in Louisiana. And it is absolutely amazing. It's so nice too because it works with a lot of different brewing methods, and we have just had so much luck with it, and the plan is to keep buying this coffee, if we're gonna be honest. A weird thing about this coffee that I actually really like is the price. So the price is $25 for this bag, but on their website, they do free shipping for anything that's $25 or higher. So there's not all these hidden fees that come along oftentimes when buying coffee, which has happened before. I thought I was getting a cheaper but good quality product, but then shipping came in and factored in and stuff, and it got way more expensive than I was expecting. So for it to be straight up $25 is actually pretty amazing. The way they describe this coffee is amazing too. It's mixed berry jam and orange zest with Meyer lemon interlaced with bergamot, buttercream, and spice, leading to a long, sugary, and deeply resonant mouthfeel and finish. And they nailed it. It's an absolutely amazing, like not overly citric, but still very complex cup of coffee. Oftentimes with Ethiopia, because you're kind of going further away from the spectrum of that hazelnut, chocolate flavor, the caramel depth, you're heading towards the other side of the pendulum, which kind of flirts sometimes with a little bit of an acidic taste, but it just locks into this kind of tropical fruity flavor that is just, oh my gosh, it's so good. The brewing method of choice that I've used for this has been actually a combination of two very different processes. One is the French press, but the main one is the Chemex. The Chemex just brings the flavors out like crazy. The French press is a little bit more mellow, a little more neutral, but sometimes that's kind of what you want from a coffee. You don't want this crazy journey punching you in the face first thing in the morning. Sometimes you just want something that's just got its own sweetness, but isn't, overly crazy and kind of just all over the place. And I would say that, man, the Chemex is super good. It's absolutely, in my opinion, it's the best cup that comes out of this. But we've used the French press recently just to kind of try it out, and it's been very pleasant. Now for the Chemex, I usually make enough for two, which is like, for me, 30 grams of coffee and then 480 grams of water. And I grind fairly coarse, probably 35 clicks on my Comandante. And I kind of start with a bloom of like maybe 70 to 80 grams of water, let it sit for 30 seconds. And then from there, I like to go to 180, and then I kind of do increments of 100, just trying to keep the coffee bed fairly evenly saturated, and not introducing too much too fast, because you don't want it to get too acidic. And I could definitely see that being kind of a challenge you're trying to overcome. And between my wife and I, we both would much rather have darker, bitter coffee than really thin and acidic coffee. Between the two, we would definitely lean on the other side. But anyway, go to 180, then 280, 380, 480, and then just kind of let it chill out from there. And that's honestly not the only method that I use for the Chemex. Sometimes I add a little bit more water in the early stages if I want more depth in the cup for like later on, but I don't know. For me, that particular ratio has been working really very well. But I'll tell you right now, I've never been more of a salesperson, as far as feeling like a salesperson, than I have with this coffee. I would put my if I had a seal of approval, I just kind of like put it there and say like, hey, this is Peter Samuels approved, huge fan, please get it, you'll love it if you like coffee. So it is absolutely my favorite coffee so far, the only one I've ever been so tempted to buy again, and I've already bought my second bag. So We're in there. It's absolutely amazing. But yeah, let me know in the comments if there's any roasters that you know of that you'd like me to try that you think I would like. I always love talking about coffee. So yeah, that'll do it for this video. Thanks so much for watching, and whatever you do and wherever you are, I hope you're drinking excellent coffee, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.